in YouTube land. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Blacklist Universe. I'm just chilling here on my deck, having a little cup of coffee, and thought I'd stop and say hi. I don't honestly. My daughter has usurped my computer. What's up, Roscoe? My daughter has decided to usurp my computer, so uh, she has a meeting with her acting coach, and that means I am relegated to doing something for the next hour. So I thought I would come out here. Hold on, let me turn my chat on. Live chat. All right. What's up, Jim O'Reilly? Thought I would turn on the old YouTube chat. Come out here and say hi to you guys and just shoot the crap. I was getting all ready to do cross examinations on the other channel. Had a great topic. Kind of a going back to basics. Somebody on Reddit had asked a question about why the Bible is more true than all the other holy books. And so I was like, all right, I'll tackle that. But that's for Unapologetic Mike, not for this channel. Not anymore. Not anymore. Hello, Brandon Moore. What's going on in the wider world of YouTube? What's up, Cossin? Nice goatee. Not really, it's not much coming in yet, but hey, at least here you can see better. See, it's like so much white here that it fades into looking like nothing, so it's just dark on the sides. Prophecy, baby. That's why. That's right, Roscoe. That is one very strong reason. The strongest reason. Oh my gosh, it is such a gorgeous day. How is it everywhere else in Corona land? Hanging out in Corona land. Hanging out in Corona land. Can you hear the birds? The birds chirping? Good morning, Gandalf. A wizard is never... I can't do it. Is it late? Early nor late? I can't remember what the quote is. I won't even bother. Like and share, everyone. Like and share. Hey, 6 thumbs up. And then I was trying to see if I could log in on StreamYard, but it turns out you have to host StreamYard from a laptop, a desktop. Hey, Mr. Davis Pocket, what's up? Coronado will never be the same. Oh, because of Coronado. Is that why? Yeah, and we're gonna have to put off our barbecue. Gonna have to put that off for a minute. So Trump has extended the quarantine, the volunteer quarantine, until the end of next month. So another 15 days, I guess. No, wait, another 30? What is it? I mean, the end of April. It's gonna drive some people crazy. It's gonna hurt this economy. It's too bad. But unlike what Matt Cossin would say, it's I think it's for the best. Boy, you know what? You know, Matt, it's people like you. It's people like you that are making it difficult. You know, in Japan, because the people they don't have this indomitable spirit of rebellion, which it's part of the American DNA, right? We were born in rebellion, and it is a spirit that America is generally proud of. We are rebellious. We don't follow orders blindly. In Japan and South Korea, they don't have that problem. They follow orders blindly, and they have the lowest rates of coronavirus. There's something to that. How's your mom doing? Our parents are elderly and we are concerned. My mom is hole up in her house. Of course, she's been going to the store as she needs. She lives right across the street from a Ralph's, so um, she's doing good. She's 80 years old, so well, she'll be 80 this year. Almost 80. It'll be over by the end of Passover. I hope so. I hope so. And I hope I saw a thing where like the doctor had used that stuff, chloroquine, used it on, I forget how many patients, but 100% of them were better. So it was, and then I saw another doctor said he used it on like 65 patients and 64 of them got better. So it may not be a perfect. Hold on.
Something wrong. I can't hear Robert and he can hear me.
Hold on. I have to go fix Eden's. Oops. What are you?
She did the video chat and we couldn't hear each other. Maybe sending
Are you gonna do it?
audio and video.
Audio and video. I'm not seeing your webcam. Microphone.
Hello? Alright. Now, why couldn't I hear him?
Audio. Speakers. Why isn't the audio on? Speakers.
Free test call me.
Unmute for incoming calls. Unmute. Well, ring.
Click ring on additional.
I don't know. Can he still not hear you?
Let's test.
Robert, can you hear?
Call. No, wrong one. Video.
Hold, please.
Hi, Robert. Can you hear me?
Okay, we still can't hear you.
We can't hear you. Maybe are you muted on
Hold
your...
on, let me see if the speakers are working on this.
But we heard the other thing.
What other thing?
When you tested the
You did?
Right?
I didn't hear anything. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Robert. Let me just... Test. It's just really super low. Turn it up.
I don't know how to turn it up.
No, it's right here. No, it's not super. Well, it's something to do with Skype then. It's not.
Uh-oh.
He keeps talking. Turn off the video.
We can't
hear you, Robert. Something's up with the contacts. Elijah, can you help her? I don't know what's going on with this.
Why would I know?
Because
Audio and video. Try audio and video.
not seeing your webcam anymore. Microphone, blue snowball, speakers, test audio.
Test audio.
Yeah, it's. Do you have your mic set up?
Wait.
You want to try this on Google Hangouts?
Do you have Google Hangouts, Robert? Oh wait,
Can't
I
hear-
can't
can't
hear.
hear what
I
you're
can't
saying.
hear what you're saying.
Elijah, can you come here and help? Because I'm streaming right now and this is really bad video. So can you... Because I was outside streaming. Could you just help, please? Could you just help, please?
How?
I don't know. Try to figure it out.
You don't even know how I'm supposed to help?
Oh my gosh, dude, you're so helpful. Sorry about that. My son doesn't want to be helpful.
It's him then. He just needs to connect his audio.
Yeah, I have no idea how to check for your audio on your end, Robert. So all the audio, video, our audio's coming in fine. Test audio. See, I don't hear anything testing audio. That's it.
Speakers default commute. Try changing the speakers. Do you know?
Is the Oculus plugged in?
I don't know.
No. Wait, where is it? I don't know if it's moving.
Ray Lulu says Elijah wants to move out, huh? I know.
No, Elijah doesn't want to move out. I want Elijah to move out.
That's the joke. Stream. Default communication device.
That's what I said to change. Do you know what the speakers are called?
Is it the
Just try
Realtek?
something.
Eden, there's nothing I'm doing here that you couldn't be doing yourself without ruining my stream.
What's it say?
What's what say?
Just
Here.
try something.
There's literally. Hi, Daddy. Could you come here and click all these buttons that I could be clicking myself? Sorry about that riveting drama. Brother. Be helpful, Elijah. I know, right? Looks like mine when I was 15 years old. Such intense angles. Sorry about that. No tech skills were in the family. No, I don't know what's going on. The speakers were working on the computer, but they weren't working on Skype. So I seriously got nothing, man. I got nothing. Oh, now I can hear him. So they fixed it somehow. Did I miss the sunshine part? No. We're back. Yeah, how's Dragon Guard doing this morning? We gotta pump that up today. It'll listening while driving. I'm doing my part to keep my favorite establishments in business. It's true. Yeah, no, I mean I'm still going and getting food from restaurants and stuff. Taco Bell last night. Of course, Taco Bell screwed up, but then I'm like at the drive-through, and I'm like, these people that are handling the credit cards and the cash, they're using rubber gloves, right? But they're not changing the rubber gloves in between transactions. So there's literally nothing of value in wearing the rubber gloves, because if the rubber doesn't kill viruses, right? So if you're getting the virus from one person's credit card, and then you're holding this just same rubber gloves, you're not putting rubbing alcohol or anything on them or anything like that, and then you're just grabbing somebody else's credit card, you're just transferring the virus to the next person. It doesn't make any difference. Mecha McCheese says Dragon Guard is 54% funded with 81 backers, $7,030. Good. Woohoo! Cheers. Yeah, that's dope, man. That book looks so good. I can't wait. Um, I went to Subway and found that they could take call-in orders. The girl had me stand in front of the counter and call in my order. It was surreal. uh, maybe they are spraying their gloves with Lysol. Have you ever done that? Have you ever gone to a restaurant? I do it now with. All right, I don't do it anymore. I don't really go to Starbucks, but I used to, like, if I went to a place and there was a big long line, I would just call in my order even though I was there, just to get it in front. And I'd do that with the Starbucks app too. You go to a Starbucks and you're like, there's 20 people. This is particularly helpful at conventions. So you go to the Starbucks counter and there's 20 people in line. You just use the Starbucks app to order it, and then, like, it shows up way earlier than any of that. We don't touch people's credit cards at work anymore. That's good. It keeps the worker safe, not the customers. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. What would keep the worker safer than rubber gloves? Because what's it gonna do? I mean, the virus gonna get? It's not gonna get through your skin, right? Unless you've got an open sore, then you shouldn't be doing that anyways. Um, what would be advisable would be to have what do you call it? Antibacterial gel, there, or rubbing alcohol or something like that, that you could use between each customer, right? That would work. Because if that girl with the rubber gloves on touches her face with the rubber gloves on, it's just as bad as if she had no gloves on at all. A mask would probably be helpful. Matt likes to live dangerously. Mike looks a little like Dean Cain. I've never heard that before. Not if they touch it. Yeah, that's what I said. That is a person I aspire to be. Fearless. Gloves are just, we're making an effort. Yeah, exactly. I would call into a place while driving home from work just to be able to walk in and pay and go. So fun to just walk past the line and get your food first. Yep. Lone Star Heart of the Hero redo. Only 159 from 20K. Time's running out. Back. Yeah, I got another. So for those who don't know, I made a 3-pack of all the digital books. So Lone Star 1, Lone Star 2, and Monster Hunt. That's 128 pages of Lone Star goodness. 128? Yeah, 128 pages of Lone Star goodness. All for $20 digitally. So if you want to get that, I got another order for that today. I'm like, sweet. So hopefully if I can get those colors in, I can deliver all 3 this week. That'd be fantastic if I can get the colors in. Otherwise, I can get Redo and Monster Hunt should be able to go out. No, not Monster Hunt. Redo and Lone Star 2 should be able to go out this week. And then, you know what? I'll just create another mailing list for Monster Hunt when those come in. I could send it in just with the lettered pages, even though the last 4 pages aren't colored on Monster Hunt. I don't know. What's the D&Q this week? I forget. SNK? I'm trying to decide. Should we do SNK or Dragon Guard? I do want to do Dragon Guard, but maybe not this week. Maybe Mike closer to... I don't know. Maybe let his campaign ride for a little bit and then do it and try to get him a bump. Aww, doves. White doves flying through the air. That's pretty. A buddy of mine worked at a big supermarket chain. They just gave them 1 surgical mask. He washes it every night and wears it the next morning while the company makes millions. Well, that's a shortage of surgical masks, Joe. That's probably not the company's fault. They're not expensive. They're just in shortage. Did you hear Michael Mike Lindell is converting 75% of MyPillow's manufacturing into making surgical masks. So, sorry, this is like hitting my zipper, isn't it? So that's nice. That is nice. But it's because there's a shortage. Hard to deal with. Can't get things, you can't get things. I just want to know, in case I have to super chat some trolling. Oh. You know what? This is bugging me. I don't know how else to, because I'm using this mic, but I don't like it rubbing on the zipper. Maybe if I just put it on this side. Ah, that's better. Nasser coming in here to pimp his book on my channel. Nasser, if you're never going to come on the stream, then you shouldn't be pimping your stuff. I'll take away your wrench. You have to be part of the channel to be pimping your stuff. Dragon Guard and quartered. Do you think Comic-Con will happen? Any sources? I could ask, but they're probably being as tentative as we are, right? They're probably just going to be like, I don't know, man. I hope so. Brandon Moore says SNK. Dragon Guard DNQ would be good for the midpoint lull. Yeah, and he didn't do the 30-day and then transition to the 60-day. That's why it's designed for the right side. It won't hold into my left side. All right. Maybe I can just unzip this and move my zipper out of the way. Oh, hey, here's my old Say Uncle shirt. I made this for 9/11. Joe says, they are just that cheap. I'm telling you, dude, surgical masks are cheap. Like, cheap. So, I don't know. This crisis proves that capitalism works. Michael Lindell is a really cool dude. I believe he beat some kind of drug addiction years ago. I think I heard that too. My pillow masks are better than memory foam and won't heat you up. I heard a tech say that most masks people use won't filter out the virus anyway. I don't know, man. The people wear masks in Japan and South Korea. A lot of people. I mean, they did it anyways. They did it. I don't know when it started. I think it might have started during the bird flu. But yeah, masks became a fashion item in Japan. Eden actually brought some home from Japan just because they have different designs, they have different colors. People wear black masks. Masks are just part of life in Japan. So I guess now everybody already had theirs, so no stress. But I think the thing is, if it's, I don't know. It depends on who you're listening to. When the South Korea, I think it was a South Korean, or was it a Taiwanese minister, was saying that it's spread through droplets, right? It's not just a loose virus hanging in the air. It's spread through droplets. So if a droplet gets stopped by a piece of cloth, even, I mean, sure, I guess you could eventually, it's better than nothing. That's all I'm saying. I hope for the fans fest still happens. All those guys gather in one place. And voila. I hope they don't cancel the Del Mar Fair this year. Ooh. Wasn't that supposed to start the first day of spring? We left our small town today for the first time in 2 weeks to do the 3 weeks worth of groceries. There's no problem with supply here. Example, the whole toilet paper madness. We don't have that. And the stores are full. And Joe, you are in Argentina, right? 3M mask can't stop grain. 3M mask can't stop grain dust. Grain dust. They sell Hello Kitty masks to kids. Yeah. They like walking around looking like Mortal Kombat characters, I guess. Not judging Japanese culture, but having masks as a fashion accessory is kind of sad. Well, it's a thing about, if you're actually sick at all and you don't wear a mask, it's considered highly rude. And Japan is a culture of politeness, so you don't want to be rude if you have any kind of a sniffle or anything. Seems to be a lot of misinformation about COVID-19 out there. It's almost like they're trying to cause panic. I don't know. There you go. I wore a mask once at the con so that my coughs wouldn't spew on the people around me, says Matt Costa. There you go. I'll use a plastic bag over my head and make it airtight. Wish me luck. I have, those blue thick paper towels? I made a mask out of that for Micah when we went on our walk. So you just fold it like an accordion, and then you fold the little ends over a rubber band, and you staple it, and then you just put it over your mouth, and you open up the accordion here. And those thick, those strong blue paper towels, I'd be surprised if anything get through there besides air. Airbrush mask, rubber gloves, isopropyl alcohol. Pray for those losing jobs. There are many more. Adios. All right, Dennis. Hey, Jojo. Good morning. Fair starts in late May, I believe. Oh, is it? Greece. All right, Joe. Sorry. Who was I thinking of in Argentina? I forget. One of our people's in Argentina. I still have a package of 24 toilet paper rolls I haven't broken into yet, P Money says. Yeah, I don't know how much we have left. I think we're going to have to make an early run to one of the stores one of these days. There was a terrorist attack by a Christian religious cult in Japan 20 years ago. They were poisoned by a chemical in the air. Oh yeah, on the train, right? Mortality rate was incorrectly calculated. It's much lower, like 0.05%. It was definitely intentional. Jojo, here, let's get a look at Jojo. Hey boy, Jojo, say hi. Jojo, say hi. Jojo. Want lime? Jojo. Not a morning person, I guess. The white mask with the little filter, if worn properly, can protect against corona. Corona from China. I pray for all the people suffering from depression who are now out of work and forced to self-isolate, a dangerous combination. Yeah, that's true. Who's that? Oh, no, Joshua's Pest Control. They're not here today, are they? No, they came. All right, good. They're going somewhere else. No. Partially fake news. The group believed in a doctrine revolving around a syncretic mixture of Indian and Tibetan Buddhism, as well as Christian and Hindu beliefs. Well, I can see where that would screw you up. No, I didn't see that, Jay. Sarin gas. Jojo seemed a bit down. Jojo. Jojo. You want to say hi? No, he's just being goofy. By the way, pretty gross going into toilet paper. In Japan, that is considered rude also. Put on your shoes, Mike. No. Are you kidding me? Old Shogo Asahara. Oh no, that's my brother's name. Shogo was a bad dude. Jojo the Destroyer has had enough of Mike's tomfoolery. I have a stick model. Let's see. Baited into looking at an old man I was promised a nice deck. Here. Here's your nice deck view and my beautiful feet. Whee! This is for the foot fetish people out there. Hi. We're doing the foot dance. Do 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 do. That's better. Jojo is upset Mike isn't wearing sneakers. Stinky feet, Mike. My feet don't stink. My feet don't stink and my shoes don't stink. And there's a red-tailed hawk up there. Can you see it? Look. Red-tailed hawk. Woohoo! Cool. There's my fig tree. I thought those were Kyle Ritter's feet. This. Let's see, what was Matt saying? According to a mathematician in the Wall Street Journal, they calculated the mortality rate based on death of people who had the virus and died. They did not factor in people who were not recorded or tested for it. Well, it's still going to be, best guess, 100 to 200,000 people dying in this thing, and I don't want my mom being one of them. So if you could help that not happen, that'd be great. I really hope the chloroquine is, as effective a cure as we're seeing reports, anecdotal reports. I hope the anecdotal reports become statistical reports, and so even if my mom does get it and she goes to the hospital, they can just give her some chloroquine, and within a few days she'll be better. The problem is, it's that spike, and you guys all know this. Matt, you know this. If we let it spread too quickly, we'll overrun our hospitals. If you overrun the hospitals, then people who could have been saved. Oh, what the hell? Oh, man. Got like a bruise on the back of the base of my neck, like somebody hit me with a baseball bat. Now I'm trying to think if somebody hit me with something. I was out here trimming those trees yesterday. Man, my wrist is jacked up. My hand is scratched up. I wonder if that had anything to do with it. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, you know what it was? So we were out on a walk yesterday. And I've needed a new mailbox for a while, but mine had the Darth Vader painted on it, so I just never bothered getting a new one, but it was jacked. My mailbox was jacked. And we were on a walk, and we saw like a sign that says free, and like me and Micah walk over to it, and they have these light fixtures and stuff, and then in the front right there was a freaking mint condition mailbox, brand new. I mean, it wasn't brand new. It was obviously used because they didn't want it anymore. But it was like mint condition and a way better mailbox than mine. But it was on a big old like metal post. So I grabbed it and I carried it home. But I think I slung it on my back. I must have banged it into that bone back there. Because the post probably weighed 20 pounds. And I must have hit the back of my neck with it. But we have a new box now. I've been meaning to get one. I just never wanted to go make the effort. It was like, oh, here's one for free. No, nobody knocked the other one down. Your neck is rejecting that beard. Ah, ha, 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 ha. The hospitals in the state are all low census right now, lower than the norm for this year by a lot, because people are staying inside. The hospitals in Chicago have lots of open seats because nobody's outside getting shot. I'm not interested in getting it. People get sick multiple times. It was the president's head, Dr. Fauci, that said 200,000. 100 to 200,000. Actually, my friend, you guys know Oli. Oli had been talking to other doctors that he knows, and they were estimating that like a week ago. He's like the news is a week behind. It's like nobody listens to me. I thought Japanese were so sanitary. We Mexicans have a saying, that person is so clean, they're like super Japanese. They are, it's true. The nurses and parents are stealing all the masks at my wife's hospital. Ooh. You need to do more gym time. You can't go to the gym's closed. The economy won't matter if everybody is hospitalized. Yeah. The ifs, possibilities, and variables are less dangerous than the actual shutdown. I don't know, man. People can survive being unemployed. People can't survive being dead. Furry chin, like hospitals won't matter if the economy crashes. Again, people can survive being unemployed. People can't survive being dead. I expect China to attack us soon. They already blamed the U.S. Army for the virus. They're not going to attack us. Free is good. We need to phase back into the economy. About 20 states have very little coronavirus, 5 deaths or less. But that's a responsible place to start. Yeah, I mean, we did. That is one thing. Like Trump was saying, we need to create zones that have different rules. Honestly, places like this, highly densely populated places, have to be the most careful, right? Sprawled out country, like there's no way the coronavirus is going to teleport into your town unless one of your kids just came back from spring break. But, even then, it's just a little common sense. But, dude, this is a continent. It's a continent. It's 48 different states. Well, in Alaska. And Hawaii is a totally different thing. But we should all be dealing with it as required by our situation. I mean, if you're out even in California, if you're in Redding, well, maybe not Redding. If you're in Wairika, it's probably a different situation than if you're in Los Angeles, Some of you guys that are anxious for everything open back up sounds like what they sent those old engineers back to the Fukushima plant. You'll just have to die for everyone else's convenience. Yeah. I'll be surprised if Hong Kong and the Uyghurs don't get slaughtered by the time this disease runs its course. Hong Kong, you can't slaughter Hong Kong. Dr. Fauci is a big-time fascist. Don't let him fool you. Check him out. But other doctors are saying the same thing, so it's not just him. Hopefully he can put his politics aside and pay attention to the reality of the issue. Fauci is purposefully highballing it to be safe. He has to, as one of the main specialists covering this, I don't think it will be 200,000. I say less than 100,000. I hope it's less than 100,000. Yeah, and again, if that if the cure works on 99% of the patients, I mean, hallelujah, right? That could save 100,000 lives or more if we have it for everybody. You can build a home gym. I could. Economic damage is going, except I don't have the space. Economic damage is going to cause a lot of suffering. It is, but that we can recover from. People don't survive a collapsed economy. I don't think the economy is going to collapse. It's not going to collapse. The economy, if we go into a recession and this stuff clears out, we'll look. What is the natural course of events if you don't do any kind of stimulus package, crap? Now I know this quantitative easing thing, but if you're not pumping money into false, government jobs like dig a hole, fill a hole kind of jobs like we did with the last stimulus, and you allow the economy to recess, the natural course is that for as hard as a recession is, that is the equivalence of the recovery. We've had people don't realize we've had hundreds of recessions. It's just the natural course of any economy that you go into recession, you go into recovery, you go into recession, you go into recovery. But usually they're not like depression level recessions, right? They're just, what is a recession? 3/4 of negative growth, something like that. And then if that's the case, we'll have a recovery. We could have a great big recovery, and it could be, the greatest recovery ever. The 200,000 number struck me because the U.S. lost 235,000 soldiers in World War II, just a perspective. How many did we lose with the Spanish flu? Somebody look up how many Americans died in this one during the Spanish flu, and then look up what the population of America was, and do a percentage for me, please, because I'm on my phone. I can't do it. My grandfather made it through World War II, a civil war, dictatorship, and a bunch of crises, so I hope this whole thing will pass as well. All things pass. Suicide rates will skyrocket if people stay out of work. I don't want to be callous, but that's a choice, right? That's like the difference between being killed and killing yourself. The pandemic has absolutely exposed the innumeracy in the United States. Wairika is a minuscule bohunk settlement up in the hills. I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody in Wairika is going to get coronavirus unless some dumb kid went to spring break. Oh my gosh, I saw a cell phone tracking of spring break. Like they did a cell phone moment in time during that spring break, and they circled just the people that were on the beach, and then they tracked where all those cell phones went. Dude, they went all over the country. Those idiot kids that went to the spring break. Is it finally time for the judge's mic? As in Judge Miller, I am the draw. Until they have testing on the cheap and regular, they won't have this under control that we can go back to work en masse. I think it's going to shift our economy too. I mean, like shift jobs. It's going to shift manufacturing back to America. I think this could be, weirdly, this could be a really net positive reset for the American economy. It's like bold new world, but I don't know. I'm going to be very interested to see where we are in like 3 years, because it would take something on this kind of scale to really reset the economy and really change things for the better long run. So I'm curious to see if that is what's going to happen. Even if it's 100,000, that's a drop in the bucket if we hadn't done anything. Sorry, I haven't gone down to the bottom. Has anybody done the math on the Spanish flu? 25% unemployment rate during the Great Depression. We're looking at double or triple that kind of unemployment if we don't start up again soon. Cross-examinations on the other channel, I assume? Yeah, that will be when my daughter is done with her acting lesson. My job decided to cut her salary by 20%. Oof. Freedom requires risk. Yeah, but that's the thing, Matt. You're risking yourself is one thing. Risking my mom is different. Risking your mom. That's what the problem is. We're trying to look out for each other here. Community requires caring about other people's safety. Other people's safety. You can go risk your own safety all you want. Go skydiving. It doesn't matter. When you're risking other people's lives, you're just being selfish. 675,000 Americans died during influenza event. What influenza event? Are you talking about the Spanish flu? Uh, 120,000 died from the Spanish flu. What was the American population in 1918? Like 50 million, maybe? Bacon lunch. Oh, that sounds good. I've got to answer that in a minute. Shift in manufacturing would cause a war. No, it wouldn't. I don't think so. This will repatriate a lot of manufacturing, right? I mean, just look, that's supply and demand right there. So, as I said, I don't know who was watching, but like the webcam I bought in December was $57. Now, if you go and you look on it, it's over $200 because you can't get it, right? If we have gotten so spoiled by $50 TVs and, $50 webcams and all of this stuff, but if the price of these things was more, what I would say, realistic, the desire to manufacture them at home will skyrocket because that's the law of supply and demand. The more profit people can make off of things, the more people want to make those things. And then the more people that make those things, the lower the profit becomes. That's the law of supply and demand, right? So the manufacturing is, especially if stuff keeps getting more expensive, the manufacturing is going to explode in this country. It seems beyond insane to have essential items manufactured overseas. True. True. We need to manufacture our stuff. Sorry. God is good all the time. Amen. Amen. Hold on. I got to answer this real quick. All right. I worry about us having $30 trillion in debt and then electing another Democrat. Yeah. Look, I wasn't thrilled about this stimulus package either, but just on basic principle, I don't like the government spending that kind of money. I don't like the Fed printing that kind of money. But the reality is the Fed has been stealing our money through inflation for 100 years. 1913? The Fed? No, it was 1933. So 90, I don't know, almost 90 years, right? They've stolen 87% of the value of the dollar. A dollar when the Fed was created is worth 13 cents now. So they've already stolen 87% of our wealth. If they're going to print up money and send it to us, they're just sending us our own money. I'm not saying it's mitigating it, and it is over the long run going to weaken the dollar. But hey, invest in Bitcoin. Spanish flu killed roughly 20% of the U.S. population. Wow. Seriously? Seriously? Daggum. Total population 1920 census was 106 million. No, so that would have to be 20 million dead to be 20%. 600 and what? 675,000 U.S. fatalities to Spanish flu as per the CDC. All right. Dang. Okay, Matt, do you not understand that? 675. So that's 7%. 7% of the population died to the Spanish flu. Almost 7%. I mean, you don't want to take precautions? Something like that could possibly happen here? If 200,000 people die on 0.06% of the population, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. I mean, it is how it works, but that's because we're trying to mitigate it. If we didn't mitigate it and we had a 6% the same fatality rate as the Spanish flu, right? Imagine that today, 6% of 330 million is 18. That's 20 million people dead. If we did nothing to mitigate this, which is spreading faster than the flu, by the way. Coronavirus spreads faster and easier than the flu because you're contagious for what, 3-4 days before you have symptoms. That's why we are trying to contain it. Can you imagine what would happen to this country if 20 million Americans died from coronavirus? We have to do something, dude. Pretending like this is nothing is insanity. Just from what's reported in New York, Louisiana, and New Jersey, the death rates are 4 times as bad as the seasonal flu. Ifs and possibilities are destroying people's livelihoods. Okay, it's not an if. This virus spreads faster than the flu. This virus is killing people. If we overtax, well, not if we overtax, we're trying not to overtax the system. That's when people die, is when you overtax the system. I don't understand why this is. I know, yeah, it's going to be a hard time for some people. Oh my gosh, some of us have to sacrifice a little to save other people's lives. Who did that? I think our Lord and Savior did that, right? Sacrifice a little of your freedom to save other people's lives. This isn't about you, Matt. You're going to be fine. You're not going to die from this, probably. Right? People are going to die from this. People are dying from this every day. In 1 week, we've had 1/4 of the annual flu deaths. If Spanish flu happened today with those rates, it would be around 2.1 million people. Not by that math. If 675,000 out of... Oh, okay. So that would be 0.6%, 0.7%, not 7%. Okay, yeah. You're right. Sorry, my bad. 2.1 million. I had the decimal point over 1. 103 million population 1918. They were also cutting down on the standard flu. No, that's true. That's true. 0.5% of the population. 675,000 out of 1.4 million. That's more than 0.5% of the population. Mike and math are mortal enemies. Note to self, never let ours. I didn't have it on the papers. I could have written it on the papers. I got my decimal point in the wrong place. 7%. I'll allow it. During the Spanish flu, we didn't have tech medication we have now. Oh, so you're saying we should do something about it? How was class?
Fine.
What? It's a number.
Elijah was playing piano.
Yeah, I know.
Guitar while I was trying to talk to Robert.
Did you close the door?
No.
Why
I
not?
was in the middle of a piece.
For an hour, you were in the middle of a piece?
Oh. Well, no. Like, when I was
You
in the
couldn't have
middle of
gotten
the
up and
piece,
closed the
he would
door at any
start
time?
playing the piano.
Then
And Jojo came in with a dinosaur.
they did nothing.
Who's they?
So it won't even come close to the Spanish flu's damage. Not even close. I know. Well, I don't think they did nothing. I don't think they did nothing. People were terrified during the Spanish flu. So there probably were people hiding up in their homes and stuff. But we are doing something, which is why it's not going to come close. Also, there's an 98.5% recovery rate. Can't shut down the country indefinitely on that percent.
Didn't they say definitely through the end of April? We all have to quarantine still, right? Probably till summer.
We are doing something. Shutting down everything for as long as they want is more harmful than helpful. At least 30 times worse than the flu. La 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 la. They built it. What they're doing isn't necessarily right. Trump is on the right track and trying to keep it realistic but indefinite. Yeah, I mean, Trump wants to open the economy up. He's trying to be as positive as possible. It's Trump. He doesn't want to hurt the economy, but you know, he's got to do what he's got to do. The virus spreads faster than the flu, but not as fast as the cold. Down, 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 down. Down isn't the solution except for socialists to win by crashing economy and gaining world control. Sort of 86% do not report anything like the numbers around. Michael will be there in 30, 45 minutes. Oh, that means I can't do cross-examinations until she's here and gone.
You've already been live streaming for an hour.
But this isn't cross-examinations.
Why didn't you just do that? Wait, you were gonna do
Because
this
I have
live stream
cross-examinations.
and then stop and then
Do cross-examinations.
you wonder why I say you live stream all day.
I don't, though. You can go look at the numbers. I used to live stream all day, but I don't now. We should have gone harder to ramp up testing early. I think you might be misunderstanding what Matt is saying. No, I get it. I get it. I just look, I don't want to be responsible because I transferred a virus that won't kill me or my family to some tabletop or some 70-year-old woman my mom or anybody like her. I don't want to be responsible, even unknowingly, for spreading something that's going to kill people.
You go on walks.
I go on walks. I don't freaking go shaking hands with people.
Not coughing out for everyone.
No, we can't shut everything down. We can't.
Yeah, you can still go get pho down the street. You just can't sit down in the restaurant. Everything's still open. I mean, not everything.
Not everything.
But just got boba the other day.
We shouldn't be shutting down elective surgeries and cancer patient treatments, other emergency conditions this long. Cancer patient treatments are being shut down?
You're not allowed to have cancer anymore. No. Wait, really?
That's the first I've heard of it. That sounds like oh, butterfly. The butterflies are back.
I think elective surgeries, that would be
yeah, that's not elective.
well,
Cancer
your
treatment
period
is
all
kind of
gray.
required. I know.
You're old now.
Italy, China, Iran, at least. It's my mom. I'm just gonna hang up. I'll see you guys. Never mind. I'll just call my mom back. She's gonna call me and say no because it's Yoko, so she's gonna be like, "Did you get Yoko's message?" I'm like, she always does it. Pay Eden, kick Elijah. Press Eden, laser focus. You people with your long sleeves in California baffle me. Cut it out. I know. I mean, if I sat in the sun, I'd take my sweatshirt off.
I'm wearing this inside.
Nah, this will be in a different world when it starts heating up. 20% of patients need hospitalization. That's a lot. What happens when the people who cut and pack meat are sick? Good thing she takes after her mom. She looks just like me. Cheese. See? Or when 50% of healthcare workers are sick. I don't think Trump is worrying about the freaking election right now. No. Did you say you can't do cross-examinations while Eden is there? No, I have I had cross-examinations set up, ready, well, not completely ready to go. But I had done my thumbnail, I had my topic ready and everything, and then Eden's like, I need your computer. Something like that. So I decided to come out here and do a show on this channel.
Is Tom Hanks okay?
I don't care. He's fine. Mike, you have hypertension. You're at risk of dying from this. I'll be fine. Imagine what will happen if AOC should become president. Yeah, right. I need my barber to be open. Cancer treatments are not being shut down. Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy. Trump is setting a precedent that others will quickly abuse. Well, yeah, next time we have a global pandemic, I'm sure they'll jump right on it. Bad Mike, call your mom. Nah, I know what she wants. All right, let's scroll through the bottom of this. My mom died 11 years ago, and Mike, who is older than me, still has his. Yeah, but my dad's dead. My dad died 15 years ago. 16 years ago. Why don't you want Eden at cross-examinations? Oh, she can come.
I'm a heathen. No.
Yes, Eden does look like you. I always thought Mike looked a little. All right, we're ending this stream now. Eden does sound like that. I don't know who that is.
What?
Go away.
Yoko?
No, it's Oregon. Yeah, did you hear somebody? Eden has Mike's nose. Did you see that somebody's suing China for $20 trillion over this? I'm like, 20 trillion, really. Eden should let her hair grow long. I know. She should.
Just go
Answer
watch
your mom.
earlier videos. Pretend my hair's long.
All right, guys, I'm done. I'm wrapping it up. Thanks for being here. We'll see you in a bit on cross-examinations. Probably won't be for an hour or so, though, because now I got to wait for Maiko to show up.
Why is she coming?
To pick up that little dragon necklace thing. Bye, guys.